Jackson, Palmer's got it back! Oh my goodness me!
He's a joy to watch because he sees the pass.
Palmer, can he find room for a shot? He's fed it through for Jackson!
He can nick a goal as well.
This has gone, taken quickly. Palmer driving it, it's in! It's in for 4-3!
What a boy!
He's unreal.
What a boy!
What a player!
Honestly, this kid is off the clock.
I know.
I think he's the best player in the Premier League. I do.
Lovely nutmeg on Branthwaite from Palmer. Little flick as well for Jackson. Palmer's got it back! Oh my goodness me! Cole Palmer, what have you done now?
Yeah, that's why they call him Cold Palmer, innit?
Cole Palmer, from Man City, reject to Chelsea's rising king. Nobody saw it coming. Not Guardiola, not the Chelsea fans, not even Cole Palmer himself. Because this wasn't the plan. Cole Palmer wasn't supposed to be Chelsea's hero, their creator-in-chief, their penalty taker, their clutch scorer. But that's exactly what he's become. A player who was seen as surplus at Manchester City, too quiet, too raw, maybe not ready, was suddenly the standout star in a chaotic Chelsea rebuild. But how did we get here? How did Cole Palmer go from being just another academy talent stuck on the bench at City to a Premier League superstar carrying Chelsea on his back? Let's rewind the clock and break down the insane story of Cole Jermaine Palmer. The beginning. From Wythenshawe to Etihad. Born on May 6, 2002, in Wythenshawe, a working-class suburb in Manchester, football wasn't just a game for Cole, it was life. He was kicking a ball before he could even walk properly, and by the time he turned 7, scouts already knew his name. Manchester City saw something special. They brought him into the academy, and from that moment on, it was sky blue all the way. But let's not sugarcoat it. Palmer's early years weren't flashy or filled with viral clips. He was never the loudest in the room. He wasn't hyped like Foden. He was a technician, smooth on the ball, clever with his movements, always 2 steps ahead in his head. In the academy, he quietly rose through the ranks. And while others were getting attention, Cole kept working. Playing as a number 10, sometimes out wide, sometimes even deeper, he adapted to whatever the team needed. Pep's approval, but not his trust. Eventually, the dream came knocking. In 2020, Pep Guardiola gave Palmer his debut in a Carabao Cup game. It was a sign. Pep had seen something. In the seasons that followed, we saw glimpses. A goal in the Champions League, a screamer in the EFL Cup. But something was off. Palmer was there, but never truly trusted. Whenever the big games came around, he was back on the bench. Or worse, left out entirely. You could see it in his eyes. The hunger, the frustration, the feeling of being good enough, but stuck in the shadows. And it didn't help that Manchester City's squad was stacked. Foden, Mahrez, Grealish, De Bruyne. How do you break through that lineup? The writing was on the wall. Palmer needed more. He needed minutes. He needed a leap of faith. And that leap came in the most unexpected form, Chelsea Football Club. The switch? Why Chelsea? Why now? Deadline day. August 2023. Cole Palmer to Chelsea for $42.5 million. People laughed. Pundits questioned the fee. Why would Chelsea, a club already overflowing with wingers, go for him? But what nobody realized at the time was this. Cole Palmer wasn't just looking for a club. He was looking for freedom. He was looking for a stage. At Manchester City, he was a pawn in Pep's complex chess game. At Chelsea, he could be the king. And the timing couldn't have been better. Chelsea were in transition. A new coach, a young squad, no clear leaders. The door was wide open. The breakout, ice cold in blue. It didn't take long. In just a few games, it was clear. Palmer wasn't just good. He was special. Silky first touches, no-look passes, composure beyond his years, and most notably, penalties. Every time Chelsea won a spot kick, Palmer stepped up. Calm, composed, ice cold. By December, he had already outperformed almost every attacker in the squad. Goals, assists, creativity, he was doing it all. And then came that game. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Last-minute drama. Palmer steps up and bags a hat trick. Not just a statement to Chelsea fans, but a message to Manchester City. You let the wrong one go. Mentality monster. But the craziest part about Cole Palmer isn't the technique, it's the mentality. He doesn't shout, He doesn't boast. He lets his football do the talking. And when Chelsea needed him most, amid injuries, inconsistency, media pressure, Palmer never flinched. There's a moment that sums him up. Chelsea versus Everton. Palmer scores 4. And when asked about it post-match, he shrugs, smiles a little, and says, "Just doing my job." It's that quiet killer mindset, the kind you see in generational talents. The numbers don't lie. Let's talk stats. By the end of the 2023-24 season, Palmer had 22 Premier League goals, 11 assists, involved in over 50% of Chelsea's total goals. Finished as the club's top scorer, became the youngest Chelsea player to score 20-plus league goals in a single season. And he did this in a team that barely finished in the top 6. No De Bruyne, no Haaland, just Palmer and raw grit. He made people care about Chelsea again, and in the process, put himself in conversations no one expected. The England call-up an international future. Of course, Southgate had no choice. You don't ignore a season like that. Palmer was called up to the England national team in late 2023 and slowly began integrating himself into the squad. But here's the twist. He didn't just join, he stood out. Link-ups with Bellingham, deadly from set pieces, versatile in attack. He's now a serious contender to start for England moving forward, especially with the old guard on their way out. Tactics and positioning. Why he works. Part of what makes Palmer so effective is how tactically flexible he is. At Chelsea, he's played right-wing attacking midfield false 9, even as an inverted left-sided player at times. But no matter where he plays, one thing is clear. He controls the rhythm. Palmer's ability to slow down, pause, then explode into action. It's elite. His vision allows him to thread passes others wouldn't dare attempt. And his close control? Pure silk. He doesn't just fit into systems, he defines them. Future king or future legend. So, where does this go next? Palmer's rise is still just beginning. He's only 22. He's already one of the most productive under-23 players in Europe. And Chelsea? They're building around him now. Not Jackson, not Nkunku, Palmer. And here's the kicker. He's still growing, physically, mentally, tactically. Give him time. Give him the right players around him, and you're looking at a potential Ballon d'Or shortlist contender in the next 3 to 5 years. The final word. Sometimes football scripts itself. A quiet boy from Wythenshawe. Overlooked, underrated, told he wasn't good enough for Manchester City. Now, he's rewriting the story. One goal, one assist, one moment at a time. Cole Palmer isn't just Chelsea's present. He might just be the Premier League's future.